Whether you're new to sewing or not, one thing you realize is fabric is expensive. And it's really easy to get carried away because there's just so many beautiful prints out there. One thing you can do if you decide to make a jelly roll rug is to cut your own fabric strips. That is a great way to cut down costs instead of getting those pre-cut jelly rolls. So the pre-cut jelly rolls are wonderful, but they're more expensive depending on which brand you get. Now, I will say one perk of this, if you are brand new, you don't have to cut your own strips. This might be a little bit intimidating at first. Also, this is going to give you a large variety of prints, where cutting your own strips, it wouldn't be as practical, not impossible, to run out and cut as many different prints as these offer. However, this is also an option, also an awesome option if you're wanting a really specific look that you're having troubles finding as a pre-cut. Now, whenever I cut my own strips, I like to have at least 5 prints is what I go for. So I am getting ready to do some Grinch placemats. And when you go out looking for your fabric, if they have the room, because not all places will have that space, I would recommend grabbing whatever bolts you want and put them out on a table. And what we want to do is start mixing and matching, flip-flopping, see what you like, what you don't like, and see what works for you, what winks at you. And if it's more than 5, that's great, but typically I like to do at least that. Now, once you get some kind of arrangement, I always recommend flipping them over to their side. Let's go with the polka dot so I can show you over here. Because when you do a jelly roll rug, you're only gonna get to showcase about a little over 1/2 inch of that gorgeous print. So for example, you have your Grinch and then you have Max over here. You're not gonna get an entire Grinch or an entire Max in that tubing that you're doing. But don't be too discouraged, it showcases great. Small prints typically do better than your big, large prints. However, don't let that completely discourage you. I didn't think I was gonna like this one, but I did it on another rug and I was pleasantly surprised. Nevertheless, to give you an idea, I would line up whatever it was that winked at you and then flip it on its side. That will also help give you an idea of, do you like this? Do you like the order or not? Then just mix and match. I will say, after you cut it, you run home, you cut out your strips and you're ready to go, I would get your strips back out and then lay them out again, because every now and then I find it interesting that I am convinced I love this order, I go home and then I put the individual smaller strips next to each other and I might do a swap here or there. But if that helps, if you want to make it a little easier on your budget, if you want a specific look that you can't find, cutting your own strips is a great option.